Thank you very much, Speaker. This province has again shifted regions into further restrictions and lockdowns to protect the health and safety of the people of this province. Now, that means that events that were planned for months will face that tough news, Speaker, that they won't be able to celebrate the way they thought they might. This is difficult and sad news, of course, for the hardworking people in those industries, for festivals and events, with the fraction of time they originally had to plan and the fact that they will have to celebrate under the restrictions of COVID-19 in those friendly formats. Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Heritage, Sport, Tourism, Culture, Industries. Minister, through you, Speaker, can you tell us how this government expects festivals and events to be able to adapt to these changing restrictions and still host a successful event?
Speaker, my pleasure to answer the member from Willowdale and his strong advocacy for his city, and I know it can't be easy going into a further lockdown in our two of our largest cities in the province. We often talk in this Assembly about the healthcare crisis, rightfully so. We also talk, rightfully so, about the economic crisis. Our ministry has been obviously very concerned with both, in addition to the social crisis that we've seen across the province at various stages of this pandemic. And that's why the ministry worked hard in early days of the pandemic to flow existing money for sunk and eligible costs to festivals and events across the province of Ontario. And in many cases, they were able to adapt, either through drive-in or drive-through entertainment or to go virtually and online. And we flowed that $9.7 million so that we could encourage people to safely experience their own province. So right now in Niagara Falls, we'll be continuing to support Winter Festival of Lights through their drive-through format. We also were able to help Saunders Farm in Ottawa during their Fright Fest, and of course we have our existing program Ontario.live.
This has been a big impact on the festival and event industry, not just during this pandemic, but also because the holiday season is around the corner. And I know that this program was announced last month, Speaker, and it's hard to imagine that festivals will be able to adapt in time for the holiday season. So I'm wondering if the Minister can tell us how this government will ensure that the festivals and events industry will be able to celebrate this holiday season.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and a very important question. As we know, Ontarians are social people, and we love to gather. And unfortunately, right now, in many places across our great province, we're unable to do that. But that's why our government, on October the 8th, decided to flow $9 million in festival and event funding for a Reconnect program that would allow virtual, online, drive-through and drive-in entertainment. That money is starting to flow, Speaker, and we are excited to be announcing that over the next month and a bit, we'll be supporting festivals and events right across this great province, including right here in the City of Toronto. We'll have more to say, Speaker, on what those events are, but I think it's suffice to say that as we move toward the holiday season, when many of us would rather be gathering with our loved ones, but unfortunately won't be able to, that there will at least be some Ontario content that they'll be able to support and enjoy. And I'll just say right here in the City of Ottawa, we're investing $24,000 into the Jaipur Literature Festival for Toronto in 2020. It's 3 nights starting on November the 27th.